Good morning, day or night, everybody. Been a little wet overnight. You can see by the dew on the tailgate. We're going to try knocking out the rest of planting as well as getting started with the spraying. I got to head up to Nate's to get some fertilizer and we'll figure out the rest as we go. I've been fighting on whether I was going to put the 8120 on the sprayer or keep it on the seed drill. But with the amount of ground I still have left to plant and the ground I have to get started spraying, we're just going to bite it and put this one on the sprayer. The obvious reason for that is because we have the monitor in this tractor, but we do still have to clean the planter off down at the Quonset. The yard is also looking very shaggy for my liking, so at some point, once the dew dries off, we're going to take the mower around the plot, get that cleaned up, and hopefully I can finish out planting the rest of my seed plots, which will be field 41 and 21 up by the co-op. Where am I going? Oh, that's right, I have to grab the skid loader. Every episode might be somebody's first, so thank you all so much for tuning in. If you'd like to help support the channel, liking, sharing, and subscribing is very much appreciated. As we enter the midst of harvest season, how far along are you guys who do farm? Are you done with beans? Are you done with corn? Are you not done at all? Have you not started yet? Or has Mother Nature screwed you so bad that you don't even have a crop to harvest? I scored a local gig with one of my coffee members, and I might be driving a 1,300 bushel Brent this fall. While I won't be catching any footage on that farm, it does open the door as a resume sheet for any of the other surrounding farmers that gives me a chance to get out into the real world and do everything I do on Farm Sim in real life. But let's shuttle the anti-clean machine to the Quonset and we'll get this cleaned up. Very nice. I didn't get to use this planter as much as I'd like this year, but now that I'm putting two and two together, why would I put this tractor on the seed drill when I could just plant the beans with the planter? I kind of wanted to plant it in patches, but this is a bigger unit. Let's put the seed drill back in the Quonset. That makes more sense. We'll just have to swap out all the plates, get the planter converted over to soybeans, and then this tractor could get started on its task probably later this afternoon. It might be still a little wet to get going. Grant has still yet to show up to the server in order to buy his seed, so as much as I'd like to get another order processed in, I don't even know if he's going to be here to get to planting season. I know you guys would really like to see him play with us on this save, but sadly he just is not able to join us. I think we'll give Nate a ring and see if we can go pick up some fertilizer from the co-op. And he is not answering. I bet you 10 bucks. 10 bucks. Says he's on his lunch break and he left his desk at the phone. That makes sense. His phone at the desk. Then let's do ourselves a favor, get this trailer hooked up, and we'll get the tractor on the sprayer to prep. I picked this sprayer up last year from our auctioning video. I don't recall what the price tag on it was, but it should pair nicely with the 8120. All we need to do is a boom check and make sure all of our lines are hooked up properly. And everything else should take care of itself. Connections look solid. Tank doesn't have any particle buildup in it. And the nozzles check out.
Hello.
Hey, question for you. You got enough fertilizer up there if I were to come up and pick up a load?
A load of what? Like, how big of a load?
Just 2 tanks worth of fertilizer and probably 1 of weed killer.
2 tanks of fert and 1 weed. Yeah, we definitely should have enough of that.
Okay.
I can go ahead and get one of the guys to bring me over there for you.
Okay. See you in a few.
See you in a little bit, bud.
I don't think Austin's gotten in touch with Nate yet. He got back from his business trip about 2 days ago, and it has been a mad dash. He was telling me at coffee yesterday he hadn't even started planting yet. He's still finishing cultivating. Gates open, so they should be open. Now let's just see. Where might Nate be? Clearly not here.
20 minutes later.
Where are you at?
I'm at the co-op waiting for you. Where you at?
I'm at the place that you made it.
We make it there. We don't distribute it there.
You just showed me a warehouse full of it.
You're right. It's there. We hold it there, but we bring it to the co-op to sell it.
I've been sitting here waiting for like the past 20 minutes. I'm on my way. My bad.
Oh, Lord have mercy. See you in a little bit, buddy.
Note to self, this is the factory, not the pickup point. I am smart. Let's try that again.
Do you not know where to park, bud?
Where you at?
Right here.
Oh, Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Not too bad. Where am I supposed to park?
Up front where the sliding door is.
Okay. Ooh, look at that. And don't worry about placement on the trailer. I have that teleskid.
Not worried about it. I just want to make sure it ain't gonna fall off though.
That is true. Wait, are you gonna push this one? No, you're not gonna push it over.
No, that one is. I don't think we can really fit these 2x2. Can you unfold your ramps though? That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I could do that. I didn't know how you wanted to load them on. So how busy have you been out here since you got back?
Oh, I ain't stopped moving yet. On getting my tillage done. On top of that, getting all the co-op stuff done. You know, leaving for 3 weeks wasn't a great idea. I
Yeah?
regret it a lot.
Well, I know Austin's been on my rear trying to ask, he was trying to buy fertilizer from me the other day. I'm like, that's a Nate thing. I don't have the qualifications to do that.
Yeah, but Fiji was worth it. No, I actually bought one.
Ah,
Oh,
you
come
bought a
on!
ton. You gotta tip it all the way down when you unload it.
Get off, get off, get off. There we go.
Can you please not rip off my gate? That would be nice.
It's coming off. Sorry, I gotta move past all these seed bags that I bought from somebody else.
You said that the second they got in the door, they'd be right back out. What happened? An order fall through?
No, order didn't fall through. They just haven't been up here to pick it up yet.
Who did you buy the rest of these from?
Hey, look, we're almost done loading your load. Let's come over here.
Nice cover up.
I was talking about. We're going to just set this.
We don't
here.
talk about that.
They were here before I got here.
Oh, why am I pulling out the flashlight?
I know you want to flash me, but not that bad, bud. All right, so you want a liquid fertilizer?
2 liquid, 1 like 2,4-D.
$15,360 for that one, and then 1 herbicide was $5,760.
So grand total will be somewhere around 21.
We'll call it 21. Yeah.
That'll work. Thank you, good buddy.
All right, buddy. You have fun. I get to go back and go planting again.
Okay. Well, now that I know where it's at, there's a chance I might need to come back for more. The weed killer, I'm certain I'll have enough to cover all of my stuff, but the fertilizer, we'll have to see.
Well, you know, if you need any more weed killing done or anything like that, we do offer weed killing services.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to need nearly as much of that. I do pretty good work on keeping the weeds down. It's the fertilizer part that might be the issue.
All right, have fun, bud.
Will do. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Well, that takes care of that. Let's get our fertilizer loaded up first, so the 8120 can get out and test on a corn plot, mainly number 5 across the tree line, and then we will be off to trying to finish the rest of those seed corn plots. I forgot to mention it, but we are also going to be working on the pivots to try and make sure they can do their path and swings. Could I probably get out and start with planting? Yes, but I think the ground is just a bit too mushy towards the south. It's a little drier up north. And speaking of spraying, I think Grant needs to get on it with his ground, man. That is a lot of weeds. Nate still wants that 410. It's currently sitting at the dealer. Haven't really got to do much with the dealer recently. No one's been buying anything. My bigger question is, what am I going to have to do to balance the nitrogen to best get a chance at performing well? Steering assist. Ooh, not too many passes. There we go. Down line. And roll with it. Wait, hold on. Oh no. Oh no. We never updated the precision farming, so we have lost all data for everything that we have done. Oh no. I gotta call Nate.
Yellow.
I just found out a massive problem that's gonna affect us all.
What?
A couple weeks ago, all of our systems got that update, like precision farming stuff, and none of us upgraded it. So now we have to reinstall it and then re-download all the data for all the fields.
What do you mean?
Go check your menu. All the data's gone.
Oh, man.
Yeah, gotta love software.
That's not good.
Well, technically yes, but also no.
No, it's not good for me at all.
You had a lot of ground that you had data for, didn't you?
All my ground had data. Not only that, though, my planner was set up for that data, but since we don't have that data anymore, I guarantee my planner stuck with the first bit of data for the first pass and kept it all the way through this entire field that I just did.
Yep. And now that I'm looking at all of my stuff, I need to spray a few fields, but the ones that I'm looking at don't need anything. They're already double fertilized.
I think I'm going to hit the update software button here for a second.
Yeah. Same. That is rough. One massive software update later, it doesn't look like we're going to need to do a lot to 5 and 4, but 40, 42, and 21 will need stuff done. This so-called software update was quite literally the mod was outdated, and sometimes when precision farming updates, it completely deactivates the mod because it's not compatible, and if you don't update the mod before saving the game, you basically lose everything that you did before. Let's try this again. Now it feels like we're starting to do some work. Having the precision farming definitely helps save me the input cost to how much it would be if just farm sim regular dumping. So those 2 tanks I bought from Nate, if they don't cover all of my ground, then something is wrong. But looking at the size of this plot and knowing that I'm going to have to take it out with an 8-row head, this is going to suck. That completes lap 1. Now why would the inside of the field be getting this massive amount of nitrogen? That does not make any sense. What the heck is going on here? That whole bottom corner just drained the tank, but it didn't do it on the headland. It only did it on the inside. What? Going through the waterway, it doesn't spray as much, which means that part's clay, but now we're stepping it back up. So it must just be the very specific areas of like loam sand. Yeah, look, loam. Interesting. Let's knock out the point while we're already up in this spot. You can definitely tell that the soil is still pretty dewy. My tires are building up with some mud on the fenders. The levels are looking good. The sprayer's still looking good. And our readings, man, they're fascinating to me. With over half the field sprayed, here's where our data lies. And just as I thought, it is indeed the loam that is causing the high fertilizer usage. But the monitor does not lie. At least if it's calibrated right. Bring it home. What's our final result? 408? 407. Not too bad. Let's take a look at those results while this is folding. Soil types. Looking good. The only thing that drives me nuts about this tractor is if you look at the front drive axle, look at the universal joint that comes out of the hub. The one on the left doesn't spin, and there's not one on the right. All I see is the drive axle going to the hub on both wheels spinning with nothing spinning with it to look like it's driving. The tractor is beautiful, do not get me wrong, but that one little detail drives me crazy. All right, 4, let's see what you got. Check our lines. Technically 4. We're not using it on this pass, but I think on the next pass coming back, that's when we're going to be draining the tank. When do we start dumping? Nope, there it is. There's the spot. We used a bit more down by the tree line than I thought we would. But for the most part, we've been very, very efficient. That is what I like to hear. That is what I like to see. You know what? As much as I'd like to spray this one, I still got to plant the field across the creek. So let's run up, grab the 6420, and get that plot planted since everything should be dried off by now. And then we'll just spray both of them at the same time. I'll have to get something up here to pull the seed drill off. Everything on this still should be set to make sure we have the 1 row offset. As mentioned in either an episode, or if not 2 ago, I was aware that you do not have to leave these gap rows in between the planted crop, as some seed corn fields are literally just regular planted corn fields. For now, it's just what works. Let's get this dialed in. Yep. Let's get that turned on and roll with it. Try and fit as long of runs in this as I can. Since we don't have very much seed corn plots, I gotta maximize the space that I am allotting. Should be the last long pass of the field unless we have one more big one going back. I'm gonna get the rest of this planted so we can get the signs in the ground. What that entails next, I will cross that bridge when I get there. We most certainly utilized the space in this plot better than we did that plot. I'm just glad that I bought the 2 jugs from Nate. I don't even think I'm going to have enough to spray the plot south of me, let alone spray the rest of this, 21, and the south plot. Look at how much this stuff is using. Come on, at least make it to the end of this plot. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh! Why? You had 20 feet. Not even. Might be hard to see, but Daryl is currently on his way with the 6420. but I think the size of plot 21 is the same as these two put together. Well, maybe not. But I do not want to push my luck. Finish that joke of a pass. Literally would have taken less than 2 liters. Less than 2 liters. Come on! That is pathetic. Wow. And we don't need to spray that. Daryl's set to go up north. I might set my wife to do this plot, and I will head up north and try and get the seed plots done, along with putting the signs up on the road. Have fun, hon. I think that should be my most optimal set of lines. We got it at a 125-degree angle. I did not realize when I sent the vertical till up here it would have such a problem getting through some of this trash. Ooh, I do not have row cleaners on this. That might be a problem. Guess we'll find out. Can the 6-row plant into trash? Yes, it can. I honestly think I will leave that far side open as kind of like my way to get through the plot without having to come through Nate's side. I'll just save that because I didn't even clean up down where I did all that tree work over the winter. Let's just put it this way. The plot is pretty rough. Probably the hardest thing about planting these plots is going to be judging how close I can get to the field edge so it's not a nightmare for the corn picker to turn around. But the tractor doesn't matter. The planter's on a pivot axis, but the corn picker is a lot taller and it's going to be swinging closer to those trees. Granted, I did do the work over the winter, but you can only trim so much of a tree before you have to chop it down. And the only way to prevent that kind of an accident, and what am I doing? I'm trying to plant as close as I can to the field edge. Will that come back to bite me? Who knows? I'll find that one out the hard way. I'll have some handy cleaning to do this afternoon, getting the sprayer and the planter cleaned up. That finishes off all of our seed plots. The only thing we have left to plant, I'm like 99% sure of, is 46 and 47. Plus getting the pivots turned on, which we should probably do that first so those crops can start getting watered. Now what on earth is this? I can't fill it with water, but I can fill it with a starter, herbicide. I think that's urea, but I don't know these code numbers. Hang on. Urea ammonia nitrate, 28%. The only thing is that I don't really need the nitrogen because I've already just sprayed with liquid fertilizer. So I'm just going to do starter. And we will start the pivot process. I want to see this as it does it. Oh yeah, she's covering it now. I'm just going to set all these full with starter for the meantime. Except the starter looks like it is absolutely draining my pH. Never mind. No, it's not. That's just on the field edge. Let's go ahead and send this pivot so it has a chance to get this sprayed before that one comes up and meets it. I guess the one benefit to this big pivot is that because I didn't spray the field edges, it's kind of picking up the slack where I screwed up. But I have a yard to mow. Fun fact about the 130, I just replaced the battery in it about, what was it, yesterday? No, 2 days ago. And my neighbor was asking if I would be able to mow the east side of the property. And according to her, I mowed the yard pretty dang fast. I did a good job, it's just that I apparently did it faster than she thought I did. What I always find funny is that compared to how the tractor drives in Farm Sim versus real life, the 130's mowing gear is probably more stably first gear, but I don't think this tractor's transmission is geared completely accurate because I know I'm mowing it faster than one. But if I were to be mowing in fourth gear with this tractor, I feel like I'd be going into a ditch and probably going to roll the thing. But it's Farm Sim, so we're mowing in fourth. It would not be Buck's farm if Buck wasn't out here always mowing and trying to take care of his yard. Plus, I haven't gotten to use this tractor yet. Another thing to note about up at my neighbor's is that Bucked Up Customs will hopefully be having its part 2 to the Kawasaki 4-wheeler coming out. But that project is wrapping up as I finally got the parts I needed to finish it. And we will be on to the John Deere riding mower that's on the side of my house. I appreciate anybody who is willing to support that secondary channel. But if you want to check out Bucked Up Customs, that is my secondary channel based on real-life projects working and tweaking on mowers, 4-wheelers, tractors, you name it, I might be working on it. I'm usually pretty good about keeping up at the dealer side. Plus, for the roadside ditches, I usually use the mower that's on the 301A. But for right now, I think that's about it. And we will mow the rest later. Planter's looking great. Thomas came out and helped me swap over all of the parts to get this thing good for beans. I still believe that I would like to use the seed drill, but it just makes more practical sense to plant this big of a plot with the planter. It's larger. Oh, well, the pivot's already been sent around. Speaking of that being grass, I could talk to Austin if he wants to rent that little part out for hay ground. I think I'll give him a call, see what he thinks about it.
Hello?
Hey, question for you on some possible ground you might want to work.
Okay, what's up?
Do you need more hay ground?
Always.
You know that little strip that's in between the chicken leg? Basically the tiny little patch of beans and then the patch that I'm planting right now?
No idea.
Okay, so you know the patch you just
Do you
sold
want
me,
me to drive
47?
down there and take a look?
You can. Go to your Dorito and then go to the tiny little patch that has a Pioneer sign on the roadside. There's a grass strip that goes probably about half a mile.
Yeah, let me go check it out here real quick. What about it?
Would you like that as extra hay ground? I have no use for it.
I mean, definitely, yeah, sure.
Well, come take a look
do you
at it,
want in
see what you
return?
think. Just pay me like a rental fee or something? I don't
Yeah,
know.
sure. Is it good hay ground? Is it like decently flat and not a bunch of trees on it?
Hang on. I forgot to move a planter. Just I'll meet you down there. Just meet me at the meet me at the Pioneer field with the sign in it.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot to move the seed drill. Dang it! I'll take care of that when I get back. Pop on in, I'll show you.
All right.
You see this little grass
okay. I
strip
see
in
what
between?
you're
Yeah,
talking
that. If you wanted this whole thing, it goes all the way back. Now, Nate already spread lime on this whole strip before I turned it into grass, so I don't know what it's going to give you as a return, but it's on half decent ground. I just couldn't use it for crop.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks decently flat, except for this big old divot right here.
That's a big reason why. There's 3 main waterway divots. There's one there, and then there's 2 further down.
Yeah, I guess if they're waterway divots, a guy can't really even flatten them out either, hey?
Well, you could, but you're going to tear up all the grass. There's number 2, and then here's number 3 right at the end.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I could definitely use the extra ground. I mean, I've got a little bit down at Field 48 there that I'm leasing. Oh, I was going to mention to you, I don't know what your combine situation is looking like at the dealership, but come harvest time, I'm going to need 2.
You're going to need 2 combines.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want one of them that's could be tuned up right now, you can buy my old one. But the only ones I got at the dealer right now.
I don't know if I want your used combine.
Well, I take good care of it. It's good.
All right,
it's a good running combine.
Is it at your farm right now, or is that the dealership?
No, it's at my place.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I'd be open to it.
Do you want to go look at it?
Yeah, sure, we can go look at it.
All right. Because those are the 2 on the right side. Those are my newest ones. Otherwise, the other one's an STS. If you want to mess with that, you can go right ahead. But I think it's a 97 or a 96.
Well, pretty much anything these days is an upgrade from the Gleaner.
Yeah, you're feeding the pheasants all right. I got an S760. It's a little smaller, but you could probably run a 12-row on it if that's what your likings would be.
Yeah, I'd run no less than a 12-row, especially with the amount of ground I'm running this year. What's the hours on it?
I think it's almost 1,500 on the engine and 13 on the separator.
That's not bad.
New. It's a newer unit.
I guess
it's
you're
a 2022.
you're not running like a crap load of land.
New. I think I just tallied it up. I got it up to almost 260, 280 now.
Gotcha. Okay, I gotta ask, what the heck is this thing? I've never seen one of these things before. I know it's something to do with corn, but...
It's a corn picker. But when I go and do the seed corn, you take the stalks and it would just chuck the cob into a trailer, and that's what gets to the seed plant. So when I treat the crop, this picks the cob.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of figured it was for that, but I've never seen this brand before, so I wasn't sure if it had some other function or something.
No, the Oxbow 8430 looks pretty much completely different than this. I just tried to make something that looked similar.
Gotcha. Well, I gotta come check it out when you run this thing again.
Oh yeah, we'll be going in fall.
Yeah, I'm running tons of corn this year. I probably took on more than I can chew. Oh well.
That wouldn't be the first time. Probably certainly won't be the last. I've heard it helps when you turn it on, and it also apparently helps.
You don't crash your toolbox.
I kept turning, and it didn't turn.
This guy.
I'm not that bad yet.
Hey, do you know anyone who sets up corn dryers in the area?
I think Brock, but that's the only one to my knowledge.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I got to get a big corn dryer set up at my farm. I don't even know if I have enough bin space for this stuff I got this year.
If it doesn't end up working out, we can always just run it through mine. I don't know. I probably got enough room.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
But yeah, if you definitely want to take that as hay ground, go right ahead. I have no use for it.
All right. Yeah. Then we'll, I guess we'll just discuss later on what our terms will be.
Yeah.
Okay,
have
man.
a fun one.
Well, I will chat at you later.
Yep. See you, bud. Well, that's nice. Gives him something to do, and it just kind of keeps growing our relationship on a business spectrum. Otherwise, I hate the guy. Just kidding. I gotta get back to planting beans, but I also need to move this stupid seed drill. I keep saying I was gonna do it, and then I never do it. Try and creep around the corner, and we are back. Hopefully I didn't just ruin this entire corner by using it as a parking lot, and B, I screwed it up when I was building the shop. But I think that's about all the time we're going to have for today's episode. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. I'm going to keep on planting away, trying to get beans done. Hopefully. Did I plant that? Yes, I did. So I could be wrapped up with planting and get fully on to spraying if I need to finish anything. That'll be finalizing steps for the seed corn dealer. If you'd like to follow along with Bucked Up farming content as the playlist grows, you can find that linked in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Other than that, make sure to keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fresh, and most importantly, keep it fun. We shall see you guys all in the next one. After a server lag, this is the Rental Man out. Peace.